another Dokkan battle video. So the Dragon Ball 2022 Battle Hour is ongoing. Dokkan just got done with their quiz, right? A lot of these different sort of like, Dragon Ball games and stuff like that. They've had a bunch of stuff going on currently, with the Dragon Ball Battle Hour, a bunch of reveals, announcements, just like fun quizzes, games, all these types of things, right? Again, during the Battle Hour here. We just finished the quiz part, right here. And in it, they made a couple of announcements for both Global Dokkan and JP Dokkan. That's going to be pretty good. Now, this is basically the second sort of like thing we'll be able to take from the Battle Hour. But there are still announcements to come after the Dragon Ball superhero, kind of like info comes out. Like, there's still a lot of stuff that's going to be coming, later today. So, Battle Hour looking pretty good in terms of info being revealed, right? So, right here we've got it, the EZA for AGL Blue Vegeta. Now, what's interesting is they did say this is the next EZA. So, there's basically two different ways we could interpret that, honestly. Does that mean... It's hard to say for sure, because both Global and JP Dokkan are going to get a small celebration at the start of March, right? Global is going to be getting AGL Trunks, and with AGL Trunks, LR Physical Trunks will get his EZA. So that's definitely the next, I guess with quotations, EZA for Global Dokkan, right? If it is actually the next EZA, then that means the first Dokkan Fest after the 7th anniversary for JP would probably be something related to Evolution Blue Vegeta in the Tournament of Power. Maybe a Jiren, maybe a God Topo, something like that at the start of March. But since, right, if we look at it, like both Global and JP Dokkan are having a presence here, like at the Battle Hour, it's very likely and possible that this Blue Vegeta will be the Saiyan Day EZA, right? I think that's very possible. Because, again, if they're going to drop this in March for JP, then that means this guy probably would not EZA on Global until June, likely. Because they typically do, with the Global schedule, they'll drop that first Dokkan Fest in March. Last year it was Trunks and Goten. 2 years ago it was Beerus. The last 2 years, Trunks and Goten and Beerus have come out in June for Global. So, the fact that they're talking about this on a stage with both Global and JP Dokkan, mattering a lot, I think that this Vegeta probably will be releasing for Saiyan Day. So, it could be a full month away, but we will see, right? Again, we'll see. Now, this guy is a huge major EZA, by the way, because what we just saw, we know that they're going to bump him up to a full 170% Pure Saiyan lead. So he is going to be the best Pure Saiyan lead, even better than Super Vegeta, right? Because remember, Super Vegeta is certainly a good lead. I'm seeing people turn on him very fast. Any non-200% unit right now, it seems like the community is just trying to turn on, which is crazy. But STR Vegeta, his weakness as a leader unit, if we pull it up, is the 130% HP. In the Ultimate Red Zone, you really want full 170% of stats. It's very important. So this AGL Blue Vegeta is instantly going to become, I think, the best lead to run for the Pure Saiyan team. If we take a look at his link set, Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Prodigies, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, he is going to work incredibly well with LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. This is going to make LR Evolution Blue Vegeta certainly look a lot better next to this guy. I believe they share 5 of 7. I think they have Prodigies, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Tournament Power, and Fierce Battle. So those two potentially could be very good. Trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do with this guy's EZA is going to be very tough. I assume this part is going to still be very similar, but I could see Vegeta building up both attack and defense from each of his attacks rather than just defense. I think what could really make this guy crazy and what I would like to see is if he's stacked. I think if he stacked attack and defense on his super attack, that would be very cool to see, right? Just, again, stacking both attack and defense on his super attack. That would also mirror what int UI Goku does as well, right? Int UI Goku stacks like that. So I think giving Vegeta stacking like that would be awesome. Stack attack and defense and greatly lower defense would be really cool. Again, I think they'll keep this exactly in here. They'll just, buff these at the start of turn. What are his stats? Okay, so I think, his defense is going to be pretty good. He's going to be nearly 14,000 defense, I think. And it'll be about 18,000 or a little bit higher, I think, attack, or like around the 18,000 number. So this Vegeta should be looking pretty good. This is awesome. I mean, look at this. He's on... This is one of the characters that has the most categories in the game, along with AGL LR Gohan, some of the Great Ape Kid Gokus, and like Int Kid Goku have got a ton of categories. It's always awesome when a character like this is going to get extreme buffs, and he's on this many teams. Again, this is going to be very, very good for the game. Now, this is interesting too. So, his transformation condition, 30% chance to evolve starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, right? So, if we go ahead and take a look at this, who I want to pull up is STR Android 21, her EZA, right? Because I believe prior to her EZA, she had the same transformation condition as Vegeta, did she not? Yeah, okay, so prior to EZA, 30% chance when HP's 50% above. So she had that extra condition starting from the 4th turn. Now, after her EZA, it goes up to a 40% chance. She got an extra 10% chance. And then the HP went down by 10% as well. So we could potentially see Vegeta get, even if they did the same thing, I'd be okay with that. So bump it up to a 40% chance to transform starting from the 4th turn. Now, if we take a look at the Evolution Blue Vegeta, this guy's very interesting because he has this build-up crit mechanic right here. The thing is that these types of characters right here that do guaranteed additional normals, you really do want these characters built with crit. Because additional normals against the toughest bosses will do literally nothing. But if you're critting, then all of these attacks are actually going to matter, right? They're going to actually factor into the damage you're dealing. But then this guy right here, he already has this crit buildup up to 70%. So it'll be interesting to see what they give this guy right here. I am hoping that they're going to build this Evolution Blue Vegeta more so geared towards like Ultimate Red Zone and stuff like that, right? I like, so when they drop the hardest content in the game, gearing characters then towards that is something that this game really likes to do, right? So I would expect to see characters coming out right now be very good for Ultimate Red Zone. So it's like, we have all these great characters that were released for like Super Battle Road. It always feels like there's less characters that are good for Super Battle Road than like other events because you got to be good right away. The Red Zone, I mean, you need to be strong right away in the Red Zone in the GT side of things. I think in the movie bosses side, you could sort of make do against some of the weak minions. So it's kind of a mix. Like, each stage is a little bit different, but stacking certainly does help quite a bit in the Ultimate Red Zone. So I do expect this guy, especially with the way Int UI Goku gets his stacking, I expect we could see this guy become a stacking character, which could be good. It's hard to say exactly what they do in Evolution Blue. I really hope they make this guy God. Because remember, Int UI Goku, when he transforms, he is still unbelievable. So I hope they do the same thing with Evolution Blue Vegeta right here, and I think they will. I could easily see this guy jumping up to like 200% right here with like 40% damage reduction or something like that. Like, I could see this guy being insane. Just a fiend. This is a huge high-tiered EZA, by the way, because it's like between his leader skill, which is, I mean, besides the 200% leaders, this is like a top 5 leader skill. This at full 170%, this guy's going to be a must-have, a must-run. His link set's going to work good with a lot of the, Vegeta characters, tournament power characters, stuff like that. He's on all these teams, so this is a huge high-value EZA character, right? Definitely very excited for this. They also did announce another thing. So these features are going to be added to, the version Z. They said that this will come to JP in March, and this will be coming to Global in April. So we're going to be able to EZA characters several steps at once, which is awesome. So that will allow us to get these EZAs done much quicker. option to retry from the results screen is going to be so good for like link leveling. And then there's also the potential as well that you might not need to re-get the friend leader. So you find like a sick like rainbow unit or something like that, maybe for like an EZA or something like that, and then potentially you could just keep going like using that same rainbow friend lead. That could be good. And then option to search categories by text is definitely going to be very, very helpful for a lot of players. One thing to keep in mind with this though, if you are a person who doesn't read and speak Japanese playing the JP version, keep in mind that this searching categories by text would be using Japanese text, right? So that could be tough for, you know, not like Japanese speaking players on the JP version. And you know, and then it'll be good for global players, although you guys can read it, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this stuff coming. AGL Blue Vegeta getting an EZA is a huge monster W. This guy is amazing in so many ways, including this. Crazy, man. And then, of course, new additions to version Z are always welcome. So, again, let me know what you guys think of everything. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.